we are going to see the general structure of the testis. The testis lies within a double-layered serous sac called the tunica vaginalis, which is not shown in this figure. Deeper to that, the outermost layer of the organ is formed by a dense fibrous membrane called tunica albuginea, which is shown green color in this diagram. The tunica albuginea consists of closely packed collagen fibers. Some elastic fibers also will be lying in between them. In the posterior part of the testis, this is the posterior aspect. The posterior part of the testis, the connective tissue of the tunica albuginea extends into the substance of the testis as a thick mass and is known as the mediastinum testis. This part is the mediastinum testis. The visceral layer of the tunica vaginalis, which I have mentioned in the beginning, will not cover the region of the mediastinum testis. Numerous septae passing from the mediastinum testis to the substance of the testis will be dividing the testis into a number of lobules. Each one is a lobule. This one is a lobule. This one is a lobule. This one is a lobule. Each lobule contains one or more highly convoluted seminiferous tubules. You can see the convoluted seminiferous tubules in the lobule. At the apex of each lobule, the seminiferous tubules will form straight ducts or known as straight tubules or tubulae recti. These straight tubules enter into the region of the mediastinum and form a network of tubules, that is the rete testis. This network is known as this network will be known as the rete testis. From the upper end of the rete testis, efferent ductules will emerge and they enter into the epididymis. This is the epididymis. So when you look at the epididymis, this is the head end of the epididymis, this is the body of the epididymis, and this is the tail of the epididymis. From the lower end of the tail of the epididymis, the duct becomes continuous with the ductus deferens. This is the ductus deferens. And the head of the epididymis is mainly made up of highly convoluted continuations of the efferent ductules, and at the lower end of the head of the epididymis, all these tubules join to form a single tube that is known as the duct of the epididymis. The duct of the epididymis is continuous with the ductus deferens.